I like how the little guy, when Styx was talking,
Talks.
This is hilarious.
That's my little guy. He's vegan.
I mean, there is gonna be an echo because we're on Discord, and then the game actually has microphone. So.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. Sky, I sent you an invite.
Yeah. I mean, I can mute myself on this.
Yeah, I'll mute myself on Discord end until we.
Since he's fading in and out.
I just need something. Well, that was like, I need something to occupy myself with that also doesn't require brain power.
Yeah.
But my phone is currently what we have Discord up on, so I'm like, I can't scroll Pinterest.
Yeah, you possibly off Discord at the same time.
Player.
Everyone was shouting in my face.
Right.
Okay, where is Sky?
Where is Sky?
Okay,
Oh,
we're all.
yeah.
Hold on, I have to mute myself on Discord.
Yeah, because I can't hear you through the game at all. I can hear Pumpkin. Who is clear blue? Who is that? Yeah, I can't use at all. I don't know who. Maybe? Oh,
Sorry, I just realized my mic was off. I'm here.
there it is. Oh, and at the bottom you can see change color if you want to change color. So down where it says settings and leave, up above it says change color. Like, bro. I go with like a dark for funsies. He's not gonna fetch your cookie. He's not a dog, is he? He's not a dog, is he? Dead. Yeah. I think it would just like. I think Fuji would just hang out, just be there. I mean, we technically don't need Fuji for. No, don't cook your computer.
Just a little bit. I can't say that the pheromones certainty that creators are really copy to it.
Pumpkin's like, how am I echoey? And I'm like, I don't know. Oh. No, we can't
We
hear
couldn't
you.
until just now.
We can't hear you through the game. Is your mic is your microphone connected to the game? Okay, we'll figure it out.
Okay.
Is the game pulling from your microphone?
There we go. Let's do this thing. Since I'm running semi-solo?
Hear you.
Can you guys hear me now?
There we
Yes,
go.
there you are.
I'm stupid, guys.
What'd you do? Did you mute yourself?
So on the bottom of the microphone volume, if you're watching my stream, there's a push to talk.
Yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it.
Yeah, that would do it. That would in fact do it.
But I'm hearing an echo on my
But
end.
yay, that works.
I don't know why I'm hearing an echo.
I ended up disconnecting from Discord because it made a difference for me.
Um,
Oh no,
Okay.
I'm still hearing an echo. Somebody's mic is picking us up when we talk.
Is somebody watching us?
It's Sky.
What?
Oh.
Your mic is
Sky, I think
picking
your
us up
mic
when
is-
we talk.
I don't know.
Yep.
I don't know.
Are you picking us up? It looks like it because your
Yeah.
name lights up.
Are you using headphones or a speaker, Sky?
Headphones. I'm so sure here.
Weird.
That is weird. Well, we'll deal with it. It's
Hey,
okay.
Lovey.
Or whatever they say. Ready?
Spatial sound.
Let's do it.
Oh wait, Sky doing something I hear.
Checking. Settings. Audio. Microphone.
Ooh, I got hiccups.
No?
Are we good? Sounds like it. Maybe.
Can you hear me?
I can barely hear you. You might need to turn it up a little bit on your end, though. Oh! Oh no, we lost sticks! Are you good on your end?
Vieto also crashed. Vieto also crashed.
I didn't want to start the game and then have everything crash on you, so I will wait.
Oh, I make no guarantees that's not gonna happen anyway.
Okay, we got sticks back.
Alright, good.
Happened. I don't know what happened. My Wi-Fi dipped and suddenly I was out.
Yeah, you were gone on my end.
Oh my
Alright.
god.
Alright, I'm gonna start.
Alright, yeah.
Do
Let's get it.
Here we go! Everyone ready? Yes!
Yes. Pumpkin is on YouTube. I must behave.
Yes, please.
I'm gonna try to behave.
I will do my very best.
The headman man.
However, I have to
What are you
switch. My group of peoples are a little too big, but nobody can really see the game. There we go. Oh! Where are we going?
Well, here's our cart. We need that.
Wait. Oh, there's our car. I was like, where? What? No money
Okay.
yet.
No money yet.
Weird.
Oh, there it goes. Yeah. Game froze. know if I'm still alive or not, but the game froze. Which means I lost contact with everybody for a minute. I think we're gonna... trying to report the problem, just reload the game. I don't want you to open Steam. I just want you to open. Okay. So we have it there. But it's not showing up here. Okay. 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 Are we good? No. Join game. So let me... No. I guess we can only watch their game. Oh. Not letting me back in. That's kind of a bummer. Come in. Come in. Come in. Is my invitation expired or something? Alright, well, let's do this for now. We'll do this for now. See if the computer can survive single player. This. Can I pick it up? Thing. About over here. Can I pick any of this up? No. I don't like scary games. Have I mentioned that? I really don't actually like scary games. Up in here. Like this game. I didn't want to play this game. Oh. I guess the gods heard me. I don't think we're going to be playing this game. Yep. Hmm. Yep. So anyway. We're going to change that. And then load Discord back up. Hey, I'm still live, so there's that, you know. We haven't completely crashed out. So we're just gonna jump back into here. Hi everybody. I don't know if oh wait, you're all muted because you're in the game. So I guess you're just stuck listening to me. Unless I'm still muted. Oh, I am. So here we go. I can just harass everybody via Discord while they're playing the game and muted so that they can play the game correctly. They're gonna hate. Alright, so in the meantime, let's go ahead and load up some World Painter since Repo didn't work. Ain't gonna work. It is what it is. Yeah, it went kaputs. It was worth a shot, you know. Oh, I'm sure. I am sure you did. I got like 5 seconds into solo play, like single player, and no thank you. I don't know how YouTube feels about that, to be honest. That's fair. I could put it on my phone and just keep it silent. Aw, man. Bunch of y'all are live. I'm gonna jump in on Sky. There we go. How's that? You're gonna want some kind of health, I'm sure. Where was I? That's the rivers. Biomes. That's where I was. Oh, that's gonna turn into meadow. We were gonna put some more meadow down in here. That's what we were gonna do. You're having a heck of a time, can you tell? Like so. Follow this little terrain here. Not cheese. So yeah, while they do that, I'll do this. It's hee hee hee. I exist again. I was gonna say, is Stream not picking me up? Stream should be picking me up. Ah. If food will behave, it's apparently my Steam Deck is okay.
Oh, text man.
Hey. There we
Oh,
go.
What is going on?
We're supposed to do that. Okay.
Yeah.
We don't know what we're doing.
Bring folks back down. Just this better. There we go.
Ah.
We can work with that.
Oh, we live.
Hey. Well, you know, since we're just gonna be hanging out on Discord since
The game hates us.
well, hates me specifically. That's been a running theme this week though.
It's only day 2.
I know.
Troubles.
I'm telling
Debating
you,
whether
that
he-
dog earlier, he wanted a piece of me.
Oh, Troubles decided that I am better than the cat tree.
Well, yeah, that makes sense.
Hello.
Alright, we'll turn all of that into meadow. And then
Do not. Can I help you? Yes, get out of my face, please.
windswept hills. Can we see that? Yes, we can.
Oh. 16 pounds of feline to the torso.
Ah, he's such a good boy. Oh yeah, we turn all of this into windswept. The basin. Oh well.
I'm having absolutely the worst time trying to find a name for Sigurd's father.
Well, what kind of vibe do you want it to have?
I don't know. And I don't like, and I'm like, that could be the problem. But I'm also just, everything is not fitting right. And I don't know what the right answer is going to be.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I can throw some names at you. What kind of vibe you want it to have?
I don't know.
So you could go with something kind of traditional, something like John.
Blue. See, yeah, no. I don't. None of that. Hmm.
John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt.
Oh, good grief.
Pretty hot tub.
Let's see here. Da, da, da. We have too many places for too many things.
I don't know what you're talking.
I wanted something related to a star, but I went through the entire list of named stars and none of them were vibing. And then I was like poking around on fantasy name generator, and that was just giving me a bunch of letters and junk.
Well, are you still going with the idea that he's a moon elf?
Yes.
Okay. So, your language being similar to the sun elves, it'd be English.
I know. I'm going. So. I have a list I'm like going through right now that are along the same path as Coritans.
Okay.
And like I don't know, like Brendan is on here, but I'm just kind of like it's
I'll giggle to myself if you end up going with that. Because Bellamy's like pre-Bellamy character name was Brendan. Is Brendan. The character still exists. I'm just, terrible at actually writing stories down.
I get that. And then I was kind of like, well, I could look at some Welsh names, and then I was like, you cannot pronounce Welsh names. Just no.
We love you, but not likely.
Yeah. Kind of like that one, but I'd have to find it pronounced to know what it sounds like.
This one's done up in. So we can go with just classical forest if we want. Oh, we're all saving. Don't let me do nothing. Forest. Park forest. Mangrove. Growth taiga. Taiga. Okay, so the forest that we have to go through to find Cov Silvery. Forest, dark forest, or birch forest?
It's mountain, lowlands, on the coastline. I'm gonna say probably just regular forest.
Okay.
I feel like dark forest makes more sense, like if it's an inland valley kind of a forest situation.
No arguments there. Next question, do we have any swamps anywhere?
In Vermont or in the world?
Vermont.
Not that I'm aware of. At least not that we've put on the map.
Oh. Okay, well, y'all, this map might be ready to play. Holy shiznits. For Ramnesia, I'm just leaving that as plains.
Okay.
Because it's, yes, it's up in the air, but it's relatively flat.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like plains make sense for that. Okay.
Why do so many names mean, like, the same thing?
Ready, KLOL? Hide those. Boop. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah. The FMOT map, if I can get it to export, is ready to play. Oh wait, ocean biomes. I probably need to set those.
Yeah. Otherwise, it's just gonna be blue nothingness.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. Alright, show the biome. This one, frozen ocean. I want just... Oh, wrong button. Maybe not.
What the hell? Let's just go look at some
Rain,
Welsh
deep
names.
snow.
Masculine, please.
Not that true. Set it all to ocean. I lost all my... Didn't I? We need warm ocean down here. The ocean biomes are going to be a little bit wonky because you wouldn't really hit warm ocean until you got closer to Silketh, but
Mm-hmm.
may as well give the idea. The lukewarm. Perfect. Mm.
Oh, I'm going through a list of Welsh names,
What have you got so far?
and a lot of them mean white and blessed. And I'm like, I very much would like to know why this is like there's bright, white, blessed, there's another, what was the other one? I think the other one's like let's see here. Yeah, there's another one, white or blessed.
Hmm.
And then you get like any like things related to battle. So like leader of the like a leader of a battle, lots of different names that are combinations of some title of battle.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like so many of these names are combinations of Welsh words, and one of the Welsh words means white, and I'm like, white or blessed. And I'm like, it's fascinating. Like I don't know, I'm
Yeah. No, I
like,
get where you're going.
that's
Yeah.
like that's a hole to go traveling down in history to figure out why that's such a prevalent used.
Thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Here.
We're gonna put that in the back pocket for an NPC one day.
I love how she gives us these little flashes of information but doesn't share.
Oh. I it's Welsh, and I'm like, I don't want to say it wrong, but
Also fair.
it's Welsh word meaning anvil,
Ooh.
and I was like, huh. I'm like that could
Be of use.
work. Yeah, that could be of use. I'm like for various different things. So I'll dump it in the collected names file. Here's another one, bright and beautiful.
I mean, bright and beautiful. That's not terrible.
Mm.
This gap.
I kind of like Gareth.
Gareth. I like that. Gareth is good.
You know, like he's a scholar and a researcher more than anything else.
Uh-huh. I mean, Gareth isn't a bad name for a researcher. Hit save on this bugger. Alright. Are we ready to find out if this...
Sure. I'm curious if your computer will survive it.
Let's find out.
Okay. This list is decidedly longer than my last list.
Chest of goods. We're going to drop this into creative, normal, allow cheats, generate structures. We're not going to load data packs until we have a solid world.
Mm-hmm.
Top layer minimum death, 3, max 7. Underground bio, same as surface. That's not what I want. I want... Let me pick a cave. So it must do cave. Oh wait, no, lush caves. Bummer.
You know, you spend enough time reading words in different Germanic or Britannian. Britannian?
Mm-hmm.
Because we're not calling it English. Because we're including the Scots and the Irish and all that. Britannia.
Mm-hmm.
You read enough lists and you start going, I see what you did, Tolkien.
Mm-hmm.
Came across one and I'm looking at it like, I see that. I see what you did. It also means I know how to say that word, though.
There we go. We're going to put patches of lush and dripstone caves.
Yes.
Alright, so the resources of Famat. Gold occurrence is usually 1. Iron occurrence is usually 6. Coal is 10. Lapis is 1. Diamond is 1. Emerald is 1. Water is only 1? Really? Lava's 2.
No.
Copper is 6. Copper is supposedly the same as iron. Why don't I believe that?
Why? Why is there so much copper in this world? There's nothing to use it for.
I mean, now you've got the building blocks at least. I do rather like
Oh,
the
yeah, now
copper
you can-
grates.
Now you can decorate with it, but still, it... Do you know how many chests of copper I have in the last world?
No.
I think I have 3 double chests full of copper. Because we haven't played that world since they like gave us building blocks. So at the time, the only thing I could do with it was make lightning rods.
There. All right, let's do this export.
And I was strip mining, so
Pray
I
for
just
my
kept coming
computer,
across.
y'all. We're gonna see
Fingers
how
crossed.
this goes. Probably go ahead and close. this since we
Trouble.
record
Stop
again.
it.
It's actually so far going
I'm
well.
licking in the bed. Jeez.
Well, it sounds like they're having fun.
Yeah, at least they're having fun.
Yeah, you know, at least they're having a good time. Last loser standing. Oh.
Mhm.
Sky found a pew pew. Y'all are just staring at a map of Ostergaard / Famat. I'm
Yeah.
waiting for it to
Yeah.
I can see the exporting screen.
Mhm.
So we're just kind of stuck in place at the moment. Oh, you want to hear my rant about the suns?
Yes.
Okay, so the suns, if we're gonna have like as a quote unquote global myth, because like we're looking for the overarching story. I'm sure personal areas are gonna have personal stories as well. But the overarching story that seems to repeat in all this, if we're gonna have that one sun, like somebody usurped the original sun to take the sun palace, so to speak. One, in every culture, one of those is going to be evil, either the original or the usurper.
Okay.
And then in order for like most myths to share that detail, you almost need to have some form of cataclysmic event. Like a major eclipse that lasted longer than usual, or
I happen to have a major a major event already ferreted away.
what have you got in mind?
Have you heard of the summer without a sun?
Not yet, but I have a feeling I'm about to.
So yes.
Or are you talking 1030 AD?
Hmm?
Are you talking like actual history of the summer without a sun, or a story you're about? Okay, yes, I am aware of the summer without a sun.
So something like that.
Okay. So if I remember correctly, the summer without a sun was caused by a massive volcanic eruption, and the ash ended up blocking out the sky for that long. Nakan is covered in massive volcanoes. So if one of them blew their top hard enough, that could absolutely happen. It would also be a good trigger to push the denizens of Nakan over to Famat.
Yes.
Because before we even get to the Great War, while the dwarves are dealing with the I kind of want to call them the Bonki. It means knocker. which is kind of what I want the goblins to be based off of anyway versus D&D goblins.
Mhm.
Because knockers are also more easily, like, they're closer related to, like, brownies and such, which is where you get your gnomes.
Yes.
But while the dwarves are dealing with the bonky, the minotaur are dealing with the lions, wolves, and orcs. Or in our case, the Thursar, coming over from Nokan. It exported.
So I have to track this because, or I have to. This is just the AI spitting it out. I have to go like actually find real sources.
Mm.
But so according to the spit out, there was 10 to 11,000 deaths.
Yeah.
Britannica.com says it was a roughly 36 cubic miles of ash into the atmosphere that blocked sunlight and reduced the average global temperature by as much as 3 degrees Celsius.
Which is a fair chunk.
Yeah, and if you're like if you're pre indoor heating, like
It'll. No, we gotta fix it. Minecraft is so little. Make it bigger.
to Wikipedia.
Make it bigger. There it goes. There we go.
Well, Wikipedia also needs more sources. I wonder if
there is not
as,
much on it.
Yeah, I mean, well, yeah, obviously because it's like 1815, but also it's like, are you stuck
we're
in that
thinking much
tiny
earlier
little
or much later than I was thinking.
July 15th of 1815?
Hey, welcome to Silketh, everybody. Or not Silketh. Welcome to Lautra. That island is way closer than it normally would be. But c'est la vie. Is what it is. Can work with that. I'm gonna come around here. Because the real question is, how well did Rhea come out, and how well is... Why are there no trees? Our forest has no trees. Okay. I need to lay the trees myself?
That would be extremely annoying. Ooh, look at those mountains.
Right? So those are the Silvering Mountains.
They're very grassy.
Oh, that's where our forest is supposed to be. Hang on. Like, stream catch up with me here. You'll see the mountain.
Well, like, I was just thinking, like, all the top layers look like they're dirt instead of, like, having stone in there. They do.
Yeah, no, that was supposed to be hills with forest. That was supposed to be forest hills.
Okay.
And then once stream catches up with me, you should be able to see the Cobb Silvering.
Yes.
See them now?
Yes.
Okay. Now, somewhere around here, we should have a river.
Probably you left the door open.
Our river is much more narrow than I had anticipated.
It's got me the first time.
But we follow the river up to its source.
Ugh.
This is where we would be building Cobb Silvering.
Oh, it's so skinny.
I know, it's so skinny.
That's fine.
These mountains
it's
did not
learning.
come out quite as I anticipated. I mean,
Learning experience.
this is only export 1. I can go back in and redo a bunch of stuff if I need to. Because I'd probably bring these mountains down a little bit. We are far above clouds.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, is the cloud layer.
Like height-wise or physically right now, where is it?
Oh, no, like height-wise. Let's see, 191. Okay. Button. 191 is cloud cover. So here is Rhea. See how this came out? That actually came out pretty good. Okay, that one actually came out pretty good. Some decent waterfalls happening there.
I want to lay on my side, but I also want the heat blanket or the heating pad on my back, and this is not working.
It's not perfect. We've got a little bit of smoothing out to do there. We can do that with commands work.
Mm-hmm.
Some of our waterfall doesn't make perfect sense, but that's okay. All right, so there's Rhea. So then we have the Gildemore Mountains over here. They're also pretty darn impassable. Probably gonna have to shrink those a little. If we cross the Gildemore Mountains, heading in a general westish direction, should hit the Lost Lands. Yeah, I haven't found a tree yet. I have a feeling that was a layer I was supposed to add myself. Yep, because this was all supposed to be. That's annoying. We follow the Gildemore Mountains. Yeah, I have not. There is not a tree in this world thus far. Okay, and here's the cliff sides. Also far too high. Bring those down a little bit. But the Scythus Mountains are as tall as they need. Scythus Mountains do go well over top of severe extent. And now we have supposed to be a savanna with trees. But right now it just all looks like the grass sea. Oh, there it is. There she be. Probably shrink the size of this lake a little bit. Nice. Great down. We've already got zombies coming up, so there's that. And okay, so we hit bedrock at the bottom of it. It does just encase it in bedrock, okay. Because this is the lake, at the bottom of this lake is that natural gate pandemonium.
Okay.
Oh yeah, there's a fair amount of drowned in here. Boy.
Use the weighted possum heating pad on my back.
So yeah, we can afford to shrink the size of this lake a bit.
Gotten very quiet in the other room.
They must be thinking hard. This is the lake that separates. Now we've got... I never even did name this kingdom. All I know is the capital city's name. I never could find a name for this kingdom I actually liked. Everything really is close together, though. Which, again, it's fine, because we'll just focus on building, like, the highlight builds.
Mm-hmm.
Or I'll focus on building the highlight builds, depending on who all is interested in joining me on this endeavor. Yeah, so this is where we wrote stuff. And we are way off. We need a deeper river. We need to flatten the whole thing out a bit. Honestly, though, that could be worse. Could be worse.
And trees.
It's not terrible for a first. I'll probably try and get some buttes put in here too. Yeah, we just see. Not what I... Go ahead and most of it. Oh, shush. Yeah, got 2 up. That's Print down. Okay. There's that. E. Okay. Oh, you know where we didn't go was Silverhorn. You can check that out real quick. You can give me notes on that.
Okay. Okay, so I've pulled up Wikipedia
Mm-hmm.
because despite what early education told us, Wikipedia is a good source.
It is.
Like, I feel very irritated at literally all of my public education telling me that Wikipedia wasn't a good source because they cite their sources. And it's like, wow. It's like if you were looking for how to write a paper, every single page is an example because they cite their freaking sources.
Right. Like that's what always got me was like the sources are right there.
Right.
If anything, Wikipedia is a fantastic jumping point. If
Right.
nothing else.
They've spark noted the sources and then given you the sources. You can
Yeah.
go research it yourself.
Exactly.
Yeah, I feel like if my teachers had been like, so this is a resource, but like, then okay, you need other sources. But yeah, I feel like it was just
So-
always, it was basically like your paper was just dismissed if you had Wikipedia on there.
Yeah. So here are the Dolan Mountains. Again, I feel like I may have made them a little too tall. And then here is Silverhorn.
Very tall.
I feel like I made those too tall.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna drop those quite a bit. Any other notes for Silverhorn?
The
Look at that.
mountain used to be.
Got a zombie villager already.
Oh no. So like the island piece, I like that.
Do you like how tall it is too?
Like drop it a little bit, but yeah, because they would have then carved the lighthouse out of that spire.
Okay.
So
it also needs to be stone rather than dirt. I want you to fall
yes,
off.
it would
There you
be
go.
stone. But like it needs to be more bowl. Like the city surface needs to be more like a bowl shape rather than just like sheer cliffs.
Yeah. Okay. I can work with that. Okay. Back to World Painter.
Ew. Probably should put some antibiotic on this.
You do.
I ripped a hangnail on my toe last night, like really deep into my toe.
Ow.
Yeah, and then I wore shoes all day long today at work, and so it hurts and it's red, and I should probably put a disinfectant of some kind on it. So the direct volcanic deaths are calculated from 10 to 11,000. But then they're adding on another 49 to 90,000 from famine and diseases caused by the volcano.
Wow. Yeah, I could see it. So that would be a major cataclysmic event if the volcano went off. Actually, you know, we could work on that instead. My brain doesn't want to work on this right now. My brain just went, that's a lot of work. I think about it. We're gonna do different. This There we go. All right, cool. So, we want to do a summer without a sun. It's to be funky. So the first creation, the deep dwarves are forged by the mountain god. The Banki are, oh, and here I said they were the sparks, but I think are casted. The molten goddess. And then on the surface of Ostergaard, we have the Gita, the Jotun, and the Svinakapi. And then the northern ice caps, we have the Losi and the Uxie.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're going to get rid of the Ursine. Just simplify my life. And if Fitz isn't going to be in there, I don't have to force them in.
Right. And if we really want a bear, we can always have someone that has a shifting ability.
Right. Nokan, we've got the white Leotari are formed in like the, because Nokan is a world of fire and ice.
Okay.
Because the southern part of Nokan is mostly volcanic, but the northern part of Nokan like juts up even north of Famat, so it's like frozen over.
Okay.
And that's where the white lions come. And they're quote unquote like the first ones.
Mm-hmm.
You have the Thursar, So the white Leotari are formed by whoever the hunter goddess is. Because she uses the frozen mists to make their manes.
Okay.
The Thursar are molded from the drippings from the molten rivers of the volcanoes. So technically also from the molten goddess.
Okay.
And then the Hundar come down from the moon. So that could potentially happen at some other point as well. They might not be one of the first. I had originally had like the humans start on Nokan as well.
Okay.
And they spread out right away to try and find resources. But if we're not having global trade just yet, I don't think they're going to be starting up there. I think humans are better off either starting on Silketh or starting on that fourth continent.
I mean, I have the north, like the. So if you're looking at Silketh, the northeastern coastline is all human.
Okay. So we'll
And
probably...
their big city is essentially is the closest point, at least on the old map. New map, it might be different, but the old map, it was the closest point between Delan and Silketh.
Okay.
Is where their big city is, and it's like that's their global trade point for a very long time.
Is Delano.
Yeah. And then you get pirates that are, stopping in the Lotra and all that stuff,
Right.
but as far as crossing the ocean, that is the point that is your shipping lane, basically. And then I'm imagining there's another one on the other side of the continent, out from where the Lost Lands used to be. Or are. I would imagine that would have another shipping port down there.
Yeah.
Or shipping lane down there somewhere.
Yeah, that's actually where the Sun Elves come into. The Minotaur shipping.
Yeah.
So yeah, they had a pretty wide range of trade as well back in the day.
But that is where I'm having Styx help me with Delphi's family and backstory.
Gotcha.
Is that port city.
Okay.
And I wanted the ruler of that city, I want to have her be a warlock of whatever ocean god we end up with.
Okay. Are you still... Did you want bird folk?
I don't have to have them because I'm basically the gecko lizards are kind of filling in the hole that the birds were originally filling in.
Okay.
Snow, I can not have birds. I don't have any birds that I was attached to, and they've not come up in story, so.
I mean, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different races starting on Famont. So I either need to spread them out.
Mm-hmm.
Or if you want birds on Silketh, that's not a big deal. I might move this Fina copy over to Nakan.
I mean, if I have birds, they would be cranes and stuff like that, not whatever. See, I want actual eagles scaled for riding. So that's why I'm kind of if I'm gonna have massive fucking eagles, I don't really want a bird species. Because I feel like it's one or the other, not a both situation for that.
Fair enough.
But I feel like the elf race needs to have some level of aviation earlier on in the battle, or they're really just not going to be able to do anything.
The elves?
Yeah.
Oh, trust me,
Like to get through,
they
like,
can do plenty.
to get through the mountains.
Well, see, that's the thing. They never could.
Right. And you still couldn't with a big army, but like, I don't know. That, and we also have to be chased. Like, the whole main plot of the campaign was that we overshot because we were being
Yep.
chased. So we have to have something chasing us.
So
Or we get rid of the flying ship. I don't know.
let's start here. We've got the deep dwarves. We've got the Bonky. The mountain god. Molten goddess. We've got the Jotun. The Gida. And the Svina copy. And those are all made by Korok. Chaos God. And we're just gonna make. We're gonna do this for now. Okay. Then we've got Thursar.
Interesting. So while all of, all the rocks and the smoke and the death and the dying is going on over in Indonesia, where'd it go? The eruption. Yeah. So the longitudinal winds spread the fine particles across the globe, creating optical phenomenon. Prolonged and brilliantly colored sunsets and twilights were seen frequently in London between the 28th of June and the 2nd of July, and then again the 3rd of September to the 7th of October. The glow of the twilight sky typically appeared orange or red near the horizon and purple or pink above. So while all of this terribleness is going on in one half of the world, the other half of the world is like getting really beautiful sunsets and sunrises.
Well, in that case, I would tend to think that the folks affected negatively are going to see the usurper as the evil sun, and the ones that got the pretty sunsets are going to see the usurper as the good guy. But both of them are going to say that the sun was usurped. Okay. Got the okay, so you've got, for the lizard people, you've got the geckos.
Yes.
And then you had Komodos.
Monitors. But I mean, Komodos are technically a monitor. They're just the biggest one.
Fair.
And
Geckos.
I'm getting gators.
And gators.
Yeah.
So we've got geckos, monitors, gators. Anything else?
No.
Okay. And then if you were to have birds, what would the birds be? You said a stork type?
Yeah. I really like secretaries, but that's just me being me. But yeah, it would be like a stork grasslands kind of breed.
Okay. Any other types?
No.
Do you want the secretaries?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I feel like they'd tend to keep to themselves and be like almost more like a hermit kind of species versus building up cities and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But you'd see them traveling way more, I feel like. But yeah, I don't want them. They're not a bulky, aggressive kind of race. So,
Okay. Do you have like who their creator deity is in mind?
no, not yet.
Okay. They're part of the second evolution. Come down. Plains. Water god is who makes them. And then we've got the so could move this Vena copy down because there's nothing saying that we can replan who was on the step there by Rhea. That takes a little stress off of hard to see. That has the Yotar and the Giva. I'm all. We can have the humans. If we started the humans on the 4th continent, they would basically be immigrating to Silketh and Famat at the same
Hmm.
if we opened up global trade right about the same. Like, you know. Humans found boats. We know how industrious we all
are. Right.
And that's if we have them start on that other continent.
I mean, I'm not opposed to it. A lot of the reason why all of the humans are where they're at on Silketh is it's just downright not a continent that is hospitable to humans. Like, you can survive. There are places you can survive, but it's a very intense environment. So for humans, it'd be like, well, your options are going to be along the river or along the coast. Whereas most of the other races, they pretty much adapted as over the years they adapted to being able to at least live or
Right.
travel through those environments.
Well, and Silketh being so inhospitable, it makes sense that they would bounce straight from Silketh up north.
Mhm.
Only a few of them would stay behind and be like, yeah, I can master this terrain. Like, not a few of them, but like, relatively.
Yeah.
Because would you say that the population in Silketh is more or less than what's in Lautra and Rhea? Ramnesia.
I would say I would say the city is probably the equivalent to Rhea. And then, you filter out a lot of your humans are going to be fishermen. They're going to be along the coast. But yeah, I would say the city,
Yeah,
you're looking at the same size as Rhea.
Let's go ahead and make humans from the fourth continent then.
Okay.
Because if the Silketh population is only as big as Rhea and its outliers,
Mm-hmm.
where did the mass in Lautra come from? So I'm
And how
thinking
big is Lautra its own country, or is Lautra
Yeah.
a city?
Lautra's a full
Okay.
country.
Okay.
Yet to be named, but it's a full country.
Okay.
Lautra itself is the city, but the Pirate Queen, Franny, owns the entire country.
Okay.
And I mean, originally we had O'Freight as well.
True.
So I mean, that's a massive population of humans.
Yeah, I really only have the one city, like established city of humans.
Yeah. Versus we
I mean,
had
like,
3
there's-
nations of
Right. There's gonna be the Oasis City, which has humans, but the Oasis City is very much a conglomerate of
different folk. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, I get that.
I don't know, it's like it's a weird kind of transient city, if that makes sense. Like it's not a city where people are like, I'm gonna live here for my entire life. It's more of like, I'm gonna live here or I'm gonna be here and then end up going back to wherever I came from, or I'll go on to the next thing. It's kind of it's a constantly being patched and changed and moving city, if that makes sense.
Yep.
I would say it's rare for someone to be born in the Oasis
This will be a
City
game that everybody has to play.
and live there their entire lives. Like they're eventually going to end up doing something. Like they'll go somewhere or they'll travel and then they'll come back.
Okay. So yeah, we'll make humans originally from the continent. I saw Mojo for a moment and then he vanished.
Oh, he lived with no sound.
Yeah, I think he's watching the others.
Mm.
Because I heard cheese for a moment when he spoke. Or when his little dude spoke.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I feel like I need a timeline flowchart for this eruption.
Well, that's kind of what we're working on here.
Like I'm trying to figure out. So yeah, so it's like the eruption happens, everyone's dying, famines are happening, but then in one section of the world, they're having these beautiful sunsets and sunrises. But then New York is getting 18 inches of snow in June.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm trying to figure out if it's the same year as the Pretty Sparkly Lights or the next year, because they're kind of bouncing between 1815 and 1816. And it's like the eruption itself happened in 1815, but it looks like a lot of the snow happened in 1816. And no one can agree on how many people died. There's like an entire paragraph here of basically this scholar.
What month in 1815 did it erupt?
1815 okay, well, April to July
Was the
So
eruption?
so climax was the 10th of April of 1815.
Okay. And then in June of 1816, they were getting snow?
Yeah, 1816 is officially dubbed the year without a summer.
Okay. Does it say where they were getting the pretty lights?
London, between the 28th of June to July of 1815, and the 3rd of September to the 7th of October of 1815.
But New York
So
was
massive
getting snow.
explosion. That's what I'm trying to figure out is
The eruption was in India?
Indonesia. Yeah, one of the islands.
Indonesia. Okay. So, what probably happened is you got to think about this in 3D. So, you've got the globe. You've got Indonesia. Wind tends to travel from the west to the east. So probably what happened is most of that ash made it west of Indonesia, around the globe, hit New York, but by the time it got to London, which is
pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's something they titled as a dry fog in the Northeast United States during spring and summer of 1815.
Yeah. So North America got it rough. Probably East Asia got it rough. Africa, probably similar to London.
And then you got the snow the following summer. Because the snow hit June of 1816.
Okay.
So if we have huge volcanic eruption, at some point we're gonna have a giant ass snowstorm. And then all of the temperatures dropped and none of the crops came through in 1816.
Oh, Fermat could hit
at least in North America.
Fermat would be able to handle that. Because if it blows in Nakan, Fermat's going to be the first one hit by the ash.
And is that the western side of Fermat or eastern side of Fermat?
Well, if we go with the same wind patterns that our world has, I guess there's your first question. Do we have the same wind patterns, or do our winds travel mostly from the east, or do they travel mostly from the north, the south?
For our sanity, let's say yes. we already have how many moons? Let's just say for our sanity, yes.
For our sanity, the wind is going to have a similar pattern to ours. Okay. So yes, it would be Western Fermat that would get hit the worst, but Fermat in total would get hit. Sylketh. The northern end of Sylketh would probably get hit. Southern end of Sylketh is hard to say.
Well, it's all mostly desert anyway. So so as long as your fish, population and your like river right through the desert down there would be okay.
Yeah.
then they would. I mean, it wouldn't be easy, but they'd probably get through mostly unscathed.
The fourth continent would probably get pretty soon.
Okay. When you figure, so the surface races are going to have a hard time, but the dwarves are based underground, so
they've got no idea it happened.
they've got no idea it happened, or they'd be the only ones that would have food. So you could there could be an entire set of treaties established in that time frame because the dwarves are the only ones that have food, and they have fresh
So-
water because they're pulling from water so deep in the earth.
Okay. So let's check back to this one. Let's just make it. Okay. First creation. Got Westergaard. The move the Spina Cop. And then we've got on with Spina copy. Come up with what their new creation starts. We've got so on the surface, do you have any subterranean peoples on Silketh?
No. No, I was kind of kicking around if there was going to be like a dwarven mining, but I'm still working through logistics of where and where the mountains are on Silketh. They're not like they're just not really accessible.
Totally
I don't know.
fine.
I don't know. I've been debating whether or not to have a dwarf settlement on the continent, but it's
that's
nowhere
a
near
settlement.
flesh or a
Yeah.
done deal.
Got it.
But I mean, it'd be so new that's what it would be. It'd be like a mining town.
Right. We need to place the and we need to do we want humans to have to cohabitate with any?
Yes, Sammy, we're planning. We're taking quiet evening
Yeah.
plotting over tackling.
Yep.
I kind of like a cup of tea actually sounds good. Maybe I should go make some ginger tea.
Doesn't sound bad. Yeah, no, I couldn't get Repo to work, so we're just doing stuff. Mind us.
I don't have the energy for the other room anyway.
That was. So, do you want the summer without a sun to happen after the dwarves break the surface? Or do you want it to be while they're still deep dwarf?
I think it should be after they've broken the surface.
So. So here we have the deep dwarves and the bonky breaking the surface. We have the white lions south. So when do we want the dog to, well, if Skull's not going to be a dog folk, how badly do we want dog folk?
What did we just like? So,
Have cats, I'm inclined to have dogs.
I wanted dogs mainly so that I could make them go crazy and get gnolls.
That's right. That's right. All right.
Because I feel like we need something. I don't know. Like
humans have to deal with the huns. The hunder.
Is it what now?
We'll make the humans have to deal with the hunder.
Okay. Yeah, like that's. I feel like that's such a terrible motivation, but it's like I want to have more sentient monster races.
Oh, I haven't even touched into the trolls.
Okay, because it's like I don't know, like not that I am against. I am very against the cultural caricature that D&D made a lot of their monster races. Like that gross. But I do hit a point where I'm like, can something just be evil? Like,
well, I mean, we've got colonizers.
Right, well, yes, we do have colonizers, but colonizers have children, and it's just like, no, like...
I mean, so do the gnolls.
Yeah, but, like, if they're gonna eat, like, I don't know, like, because a lot of fantasy, not a lot of fantasy, but like, I don't know. I guess it's just the
I mean, you can have
I
groups within every race that are just quote unquote evil. Oh, I am very much a person of it is evil for evil's sake.
yeah, I
But
just yeah, because it's
I
like it
can
feels like,
understand
especially
where
with D
folks
and
have
D.
trouble making an entire.
I don't know, like I miss the middle ground, and it's like it's not. I don't know, because it's like because there's monsters, and there are monsters that are just monsters, but it feels like they take the intelligence out, and it's like, yeah, like anybody can be evil, anybody can do evil things, but it's like, can we just have something that out of the gate is in just is going to do the worst thing that you can think of.
The
That's what they're
Draugr.
going to do anytime and every time. Like,
That'll be the Draugr.
okay. Cause yeah, I don't know. I hit the point where it's just like, if you're questioning every motivation for every single being you encounter for an entire existence, it's exhausting. And it's also like, I don't know, like I like having a bad guy that's like a bad guy. I don't like, I understand bad guys with purposes are better story writing, but it's just like, can we just have a despicable, disgusting thing that we can hate because there isn't a glimmer of goodness in them? Like, can we just have that, please? I don't want
The Draugr.
a redeemable character.
The Draugr.
So, and that maybe that's just like because I'm a product of literally the cusp of let's redeem every character kind of a entertainment. And I don't know, but it's just like I hit that point of, can we not, like, can we just please? I don't know. I'm like, I too find Dracula attractive, but also
No, I get it.
I'm like, original Dracula, he's a villain. He's a villain. He is smart and suave and but he is a villain. There is not a redeemable feature about him. He is not presented as if he's going to have a redeemable feature about him. He is just an entity that you can, I don't know, I guess have an assured mindset of your interaction.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like I don't know, like, at least, or I'm just not finding enough of the right the right genre of content to read that still has that, but it feels like that's just not a thing anymore. It's like, even if you have terrible things, that's like, well, yeah, they're doing terrible things, but this is why they're doing it. It's like, I don't care they're doing a terrible thing. Can that just be the end of the conversation?
It's
Like,
yeah, I get that.
I'm like, it's really
So
terrible, but like,
of your lizards and your birds, do any of them evolve from the others, or are they all original creation?
mm, um, I'm gonna thinking. All right. I don't know. I'll have to figure that out. Because, like, they're very different body types.
That's fine. If they're all,
To
that's totally fine. If they're all original creations, that's fine. Because I'm just running through the first evolution event. The dwarves and the
Mhm.
donkey breaking the surface.
I mean, I'm thinking. Oh my gosh, he's so loud. I mean, if anything, I would say it's probably you would have had the monitors, which are actually a smaller sized monitor, and the geckos. And then you get like yeah. I don't know. Would a monitor evolve into a crocodile though? Or would a crocodile be a monitor and a dragon?
Mm. Mm. I feel like if you have a water monitor, it just becomes an iguana. I feel like an iguana is closer to a monitor lizard than a gator. I mean, we already know gators are dinosaurs. They've been around forever. If we were gonna have a base race, it'd be one of them. So I mean they
yeah,
can
but
all
also
be
like
they can all be original.
okay. So like
I'm
yeah,
just
because
asking
gators
simply to
haven't
lay out.
evolved.
Yeah, no, I'm just asking simply to lay out the timeline.
Mhm.
Okay, so are we? I'm thinking the summer without a sun happens before global trade.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, because then that could be a push.
That's kind of what I'm thinking.
Because you'd be traveling, trying to find someplace that wasn't hit the same way you were.
Yeah.
Or finding people weaker than you were to take what they have. It's 11 o'clock. How late were you planning on streaming?
Oh, I was supposed to stop about a half hour ago.
Jack, you're supposed to be going to bed on time.
I am. But when we play D&D, we tend to go till 11, so I was gonna let it slide till now, but you are correct. Should be ending. So
Is there anything you need to wrap?
I was gonna say, I will stew over the summer without a sun as to like how that would have affected folks.
And I'll shake Sticks to get him to make decisions on sun gods, because...
Yep. Oh, the other note that I wanted to say, since we are a binary sun system, I decided the only thing that keeps those suns from colliding into each other and causing a massive black hole that destroys the solar system is the gods.
Okay.
They are controlling the sun. And if they lose control of the suns, everything goes black hole.
Okay.
And if we don't have space travel by then, space winds ain't happening. Gone. So if Styx wants to work with that, you've got the summer without a sun. You've got the fact that the gods keep the suns in control.
Okay.
And somehow the molten goddess is involved.
Okay.
Since summer without a sun is a volcano. Molten goddess. So, all right. I'll let you stew on that. I'm going to stew on how folks would have migrated with our summer without a sun and how it would have affected each of the And we
It didn't really say. I'm thinking like, the article didn't really say anything if the wind patterns got changed at all, or if they were like higher or lower.
Because they probably didn't. They were just carrying the ash. I mean, they might have picked up. Probably would have seen increase. Because as the temperatures got colder, the winds probably got more. Yeah. Okay, so we will call it that for the night. And we will see you all again. We will see you all again on